So today we are going to see we were seeing consumer behavior. So consumer behavior, we saw all the factors which influence the consumer behavior, including the psychological factors. Now we are going to see about the buying decision process. That is very important. So in buying decision process, who makes the buying decision, the types of decision and stages in the buying decision process. So there are different roles played by in buying decisions: the initiator, influencer, decider, and the buyer and the user. So there'll be one person. So when it comes up of a purchase, there'll be one person who will initiate the purchase, who gives the idea of purchasing a product. Then another person will be an influencer who pushes, who motivates, who recommends, like seconding the idea. Then there will be in the family who will decide the purchase. If it's a joint family, the head of the family or the senior persons may decide on the purchase. Then the buyer, the real user of the buyer is the person who buys the product, and user is the real user. So here what you see is, even though there are different roles played, some roles can same person can play two or three roles, or so one person can play all the so I want a particular product, I motivate myself, I decide, I go and buy, and I use the product. So that is called, all the roles are played by me. See, for example, when I buy something for my children, I am the initiator, buyer, and the user alone will be someone. In some products, all roles may be different, played by different people, but there are different roles played by different people when you purchase. The next one is the types of buying behavior. This is very important. The types of buying behavior. So, what are the types of buying behavior? Is we have complex buying behavior, dissonance buying behavior, habitual buying behavior, and variety. See, complex buying behavior is what happens only when you buy a very rare product which is very costly, and where you give more importance for brand loyalty. For example, when I want to buy a mobile phone, just like the walking on the road, entering into a shop, I will not buy. I will take some time. I will inquire. I will see. I'll see my friends. I inquire with my friends. Sometimes even if it's a car, I can even go for a test drive. I compare different brands, and then only, because it's very rarely purchased. So such type of, sometimes even people may not sleep before they make a decision. Such type of buying behavior, I call it as complex buying behavior. In complex buying behavior, the features are, it is very costly. The cost of the product is very costly. It is done very rarely. The purchase is done very rarely, and we give more importance for the brand loyalty. Then habitual buying behavior is just opposite to complex. Here, every day we make buying. The cost of the product is very less. We don't give importance for brand, and every day we buy. For example, I'm going to buy a salt for cooking. Tata, I'm very particular in buying Tata salt. But that day, Tata salt is not available. I cannot leave with the cooking without adding salt. Or reading a newspaper. Today Hindu is not available. What I will do, I will immediately go to Decon Chronicle. I start reading. That's all. Only thing, I have to keep on moving with the product. So where I don't give more importance for the brand. Such type of behavior, I call it as habitual buying behavior. Okay, what is variety seeking buying behavior? Usually it happens with food products. Yeah, other things we are talking about brand. Here, we are not particular. See, every day going to the same restaurant, eating the same food, it only creates a boredom. So I want variety. Even when I consume ice creams, I need a different flavor. I would like to try a different flavor, chocolates, all this. Usually, this variety seeking behavior you can see in case of food products. Okay, dissonance reducing buying behavior is a very important buying behavior, because with high expectation I go and buy, but after buying my expectation comes low. The perception is very high, but after buying the product the perception becomes very low. It creates a dissatisfaction in my mind, but I will not reveal it. I somehow manage to show that I have made the right decision. Such type of behavior, I call it as dissonance reducing buying behavior. For example, I buy something, I think I am the only person who has that particular product. I am the first person to go with use, but immediately next day I'm seeing someone is having. What will happen? Totally it comes down. But I will console my saying the quality is different or whatever it may be. I try to justify my behavior. Such type of behavior, I call it as complex buying behavior.